Good morning, everyone. This is Gail Dudley with your news in motion. Today is Thursday, July the 22nd, 2021. Today, our topic will be Thursday thoughts. So come on in the room, people. Come on in the room. I see y'all rolling up in here. How are you this morning? How are you this morning? Let me know what's on your agenda today as you're coming in this morning. So, how are you this morning? Come on in the room, people. Come on in the room. Good morning, Pastor Alex. Good morning, Stephanie. Good morning, Kimberly Graves. Good morning, Kenya. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Come on in here. What's on your agenda today? What are you cooking today? What are you doing today? Good morning, Regina Short. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning to everyone coming in here today. I'm so excited to see you. I have another amazing guest joining us today. So you want to get your pen and paper to take notes. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, Kimberly, you going on vacation? All right, girl. So packing for your vacation. Where are you going? Where are you going? Good morning, Latrice Jones. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Rosanna Bivens. Good morning, Adrian. You're doing your vacation Bible school duties at your church. Okay, I like that. Let's see. Kenya saying meetings, meetings, and more meetings. Good morning, Pastor Antoinette. Good morning. How you get to Friday, Pastor Antoinette? This is only Thursday. We got one more day this week. Good morning, Kenny Stanley. Kenny Stanley, please tell me you got on the right page today. Good morning, Diane Ladybug. Oh, I like that. Puerto Rico, 6 days. Girl, have a blast. Good morning, Kim Edmondson. How are you today? Good morning. Good morning, Deborah Johnson. How are you on this morning? Oh, Friday Eve. I got you. I got you. I got you. All right, y'all. Seriously, if everything works right with the equipment today, we have another guest today who is fire. And all I can beg you to do is go and get your pencil, your paper, your notepad, your ink pen, your smartphone memos, your computer, whatever, because you're going to take a lot of notes. Good morning. Let's see. You thought it was Friday. It's not Friday, Deborah. Today's only Thursday. And y'all, I told y'all to just go get your stuff. I just saw her come in the green room. You want to take notes. I'm going to give you more of an introduction about her in a little bit. But let me tell y'all, you don't want to miss anything that she will be sharing with us. Nothing. Hear me, nothing. So go get your pen, your paper, and get ready. I'm gonna warn you on the front side. You're gonna be so drawn to her that you're gonna be like, I need her to coach me. And I'm gonna need you to go ahead and follow through on those thoughts that you're thinking because she's the bomb.com. Just telling you on the front side. I see you coming up in here to my biological brother, Louis Part III. Good morning, Terry Davis. Good morning, Donna Banks. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Deborah Sneed. Good morning. Good morning, Danielle. Good morning. Y'all popping up in here all over the globe. I'm loving it this morning. Good morning to everybody. So, what else? Real quick, drop in the chat. You know what you're doing today. What's on your agenda today? What's out there for you today? I'm just excited. I'm still celebrating my birthday. I see the balloons still up there. They starting to go down a little bit, but I don't care. I'm still celebrating. Just having a good time, enjoying my daughter who's here, just enjoying life. I'm really, really enjoying life. Even in my quiet time this morning, my prayer time this morning, it was a different kind of prayer because I'm just excited. There's a there's a great expectation, and I just really believe that I'm going to start seeing the fruit of the labor. Don't get me started, y'all. Don't get me started. All right, y'all. See y'all up in here. Do me a favor. Go ahead and share this. Share this right now. Good morning to my biological sister, Patricia Laus. Go ahead and share this right now. Oh, y'all really want to talk this morning? Okay. Back to serving children in Columbus and getting ready to return to learning. All right, Latrice. All right, we'll be covering you and lifting you up as well. All right, y'all, do me a favor. Everybody hit the share button. Y'all know share is free. We've already talked about that. Josh talks about it every time he pops in here from Texas. Share is free. So go ahead and share this video. And I'm telling you why. I'm telling you why. If you have a business or thinking about a business or a side hustle, or you're just looking at some things in your life, you're going to want not only yourself, but other people around you to be a part of today, because the person I have coming in here, listen, 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 people. You want to hear from her. You want to hear from her. You absolutely want to hear from her. Some of y'all went wild yesterday when I was talking about $10,000 clients, and this woman I was speaking with, was she talking $1 million? And it ain't hype. It's really her. It ain't hype at all. It's really her. So anyway, she's going to come on a little bit, but let's go ahead and get started and bring in the intro. Let's get this party started, y'all. Yeah, y'all, just think that intro is going to be going away when we come back with all new things in September, on September the 1st. So enjoy it while it's here. Here's the quote for this week. The team decided to take my quote: never alter who you are because someone isn't pleased with what you are doing. Do you and make bold moves. Y'all know I sign off with that every day when I tell you to stay well and remember to make some moves. I'm asking you to make bold moves today. All right, y'all, a couple of headlines before I bring on our guest today. Y'all, COVID update. Y'all can say what you want to, but let me just give this to you real quick. I want to read something, if I can pull it up real quick. I want to read something from Fred Blankenship. He is the news anchor at ABC2, I believe, and he is in Atlanta, Georgia. He says, "Dear family, I hope you don't mind me. I hope you don't find me too presumptuous calling you family, but that's who you are to me, so let's just go with it. You may have noticed that I have been gone for a few weeks from WSB TV and social. I like long vacations, but even I have my limits. The long and short of it is that COVID found my family with the bullseye. While on vacation in California, members of my immediate family came down with COVID. We took all the precautions, we got vaccinations, and it still happened. We quarantined, tested like crazy, and hoped for the best. My family appears to be doing fine now. Thank you for thinking of them. At the end of the vacation, after receiving 2 negative tests, I eventually tested positive. Breakthrough positives, as they are known, are very real. I thought because I was fully vaccinated, the symptoms would be mild. They were not. Over the past 2 weeks, I have struggled to breathe. I've acted like the biggest baby through aches and pain, and I lost my ability to taste and smell. Luckily, that part is slowly returning. I think I smell peanut butter today." He's being kind of funny there. He goes on to say, "My doctor told me the fact that I got the vaccine and stayed in relatively good shape kept me out of the hospital. It's been a big reminder that health is the true wealth. I want us all to be healthy, my friends." Also, something interesting. At times during the ordeal, where so much seemed out of control, I had anxiety. I was emotional. I was scared. I expected none of this. It's been a journey, and I know so many others have gone through as well. Thank you for thinking about me and taking the time to listen to my story. It's an honor to wake up every morning. These last few weeks have reminded me how truly blessed I am to have family, friends, and this amazing job. I feel like the luckiest man alive. The bottom line is this: I feel much better, and I'm back. Well, almost back. I'll see you wonderful people on Monday, which is the Monday coming. I'm in a group with different journalists, news people, and he posted this, he shared this. And this is what I want to say to you. I want to say to you, you make up your own decisions of what you want to do with the vaccine. But this is what I do know from all the alerts that we are receiving. All the numbers have increased. We are now seeing 37,000 cases a day as of this past Tuesday. If y'all remember, just last week, I told y'all there was 13,000 cases, and the week before that, it was under 3,000. So something is happening. Again, you decide what you want to do. A lot of mask mandates are coming back. The Delta variant is now taking up 83% of the U.S. coronavirus cases, according to CDC. And many are suggesting that what they want to remind you, the vaccines were only good for up to 6 months. And many of us are hitting that 6 month. which means it may not be as active as it was before. I know our scientist is on here, Kenya. Kenya, if you can speak to that in the chat just to let people know. I see you. Thank you, Kenya. Kenya's already up there. Everyone's immune systems are different. Yes, vaccinations, exercise, and healthy nutrition are key. Again, y'all, build your immune system. You have to do something. And remember, Kenya is the scientist. We are going to have a physician on next week to talk more about this and what's going on, because I want to take our family community's health as something that's very important. Again, whether you are vaccinated or not, we have to do our job. If you feel like you need to pull out the mask, pull it out. Wash your hands, social distance, do whatever you need to do. This is what I do know. From reading all the alerts, yesterday, last evening, I went online to just say something was like toilet paper, Clorox wipes, and Lysol. Target, Walmart, and there's one more, Giant Eagle. They have all gone back to limiting one of each. So even in there, they would not allow me to put 2 or 3 in the cart. So stores are already beginning to limit things, which says something that's happening. So I want you to take very good care of yourselves. Okay, y'all, there's a shortage in America as well. There's a shortage of ketchup. There's a shortage of Old Bay seasoning, of Nutella, of yogurt. There's a shortage even at Starbucks, y'all's favorite place. There's a shortage at Chick-fil-A. There's a shortage for furniture. There is a shortage for foam to make your mattress. Think about that. There's a shortage. There are now shortages for your car navigation. You cannot even update your car navigation at this point because the chips are not available. There's a shortage for smartphones, for the new phones coming out. They don't have the chips. There are shortages for computers. They don't have the chips. So y'all, things are happening. I want you to just pay attention to your surroundings. I think it's so important that we look at all this. I'm trying to see what some of you are saying. Can we keep washing our hands? I hope so. Wingstop is now called Thigh Stop because they're down wings. Yeah, there's a wing shortage. Thank you for bringing that up. There is a wing shortage. Kenya says, also don't assume that you had it. I've learned that way too many times. Y'all, it's no joke. It's no joke. There's also a travel advisory that's back out. If you are in Ohio, I listened to our Ohio governor on yesterday. Y'all, the numbers are high, and in Delaware County, they're starting to bring the colors back. Y'all, just be aware. This is not to make you afraid. This is saying, okay, let me go back to doing some things that I was doing that was keeping me safe. Real quick, y'all, Speaker Pelosi has barred Trump allies from the January 6th probe, and the GOP vows to boycott. She vetoed 5 selections made by Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy, who served as a select committee probe. Senator Schumer, we told you he failed on yesterday. The procedural vote, y'all know what it says, the cloture vote, I've been teaching you on this, on bipartisan infrastructure plan failed by negotiating groups. They're trying to reach some sort of decision on Monday. Netflix, they're a little wobbly right now. See, what happened was they kind of stopped us sharing some stuff. Well, people kind of like said, oh, you can't do that to us. And so now they dropped a little bit. They made a little bit of profit, but not much. So they're reworking what it is that they're doing. Y'all, wildfires and quality air is out the roof. And y'all, Prince Harry wants y'all to know, so he's going to write a memoir. It's going to come out, and he didn't get the Queen's permission. So there's that. And y'all, for Friday, for tomorrow, there's going to be a drop. Sha'Carri Richardson, y'all, she ain't done yet. I'll tell y'all more about that in a few moments, but I'm going to stop talking and talk about the person I'm going to bring on here. Y'all, Nellie, we just call her the sales queen. She's the bomb.com. She's fire. So go ahead and share the video. If you know anybody in business, or if you're on a sales team or whatever, you want to share the video, you want to tell people to come on right now. Y'all, I'm very leery of salespeople. Not Nellie. Nellie has helped me tremendously. She's helped so many people. It's mind-blowing. She is someone who's a cheerleader. She's an encourager. She has a business that is through the roof. Now, y'all know by now, y'all know my reputation. Y'all know my integrity. I'm not bringing you on here, anybody with okey doke. Y'all, she's sound. she's solid. She's married. She has a beautiful daughter. She runs a co-working office space. Well, she owns a co-working office space. She doesn't run it. She has other people doing that for her. She has a team of people. She's a coach. She has vision. She's just amazing. She's absolutely amazing. So let me bring her on here so I can look at her and tell her how amazing she is. She is off the chain. Y'all, her name is Nellie Corriveau. Is I say that right?
Yeah.
I'm always like, make sure I say that right. Y'all, she is doing some amazing things. So let me start off with the question. First, telling you good morning. What's up, girl?
Good morning, Gail. I want to take you everywhere with me. That was like the sweetest, kindest introduction ever. Thank you for that.
It was for real.
Thank you.
I just love you. Oh my gosh, I love your work. I just love everything about you. Now listen, a lot of people are afraid to do sales, but that's like the core, that's the foundation of their business. So you have been doing this for what, 15, 16 years?
Yes, ma'am.
And you've helped people with a zero budget to $1 million in sales. Profit, y'all, in the pocket, y'all, in the pocket. Hear me when I tell you in the pocket. How can you help those of us who may be afraid to have that sales conversation? They know they're not doing very well. They have the vision, but they just don't know, like, how do I get started? What would you say to us? And like any simple steps, or I don't know if they're simple or not. And then I told everyone in the beginning, I think you were in the green room, they need to book with you. They need you. And y'all, I'm not saying that. Y'all have never heard me introduce y'all to anybody with the words I just shared. Never. And we've been doing this for over a year. And I'm telling y'all need to book with her. Before I turn it over to you, I do want to say to you, in the past 2 weeks, well, actually 3 weeks, I'm on your Monday call. And I have seen a big transition because I have been implementing, and you have opened my mind to see possibilities that I've never really seen before. So that's why it was also so important for me to share you with this community, because I've seen it for myself just on a 1-hour call on Monday. So Nellie, I gave you the question. I kept talking, but I'm going to shut up because I want you to teach us. So take it away.
I'm ready, Gail. Oh my goodness. Well, hi everyone. I'm so excited to be here and just pour into you for even a minute or two, because sales is something that I am so passionate about. And honestly, it has nothing to do with money and everything to do with your dreams, your vision, your life, your happiness, because money is a vehicle to get everything on your vision board accomplished and more. And so one of my friends says this, and it helps me so much, and I share it with all of my clients: money amplifies who you already are. Sometimes we're afraid of making more money, right? The fear of success, because we're afraid that we're going to, spend it all. If you've ever heard somebody that wins the lottery and then they go broke, right? So we're really actually afraid of success because we don't want to change who we are. We don't want our friends or family to judge us or abandon us. We don't want it to hurt our life more than help our life. So really the affirmation of money amplifies who you already are really supports me and my clients, because it's a vehicle to help you be who you are times 2, right? So if you love donating to charity, you're going to be able to donate to more charities, right? If you love to travel, you're going to be able to travel more. If you love investing in other business owners, you're going to be able to do that more, right? And the list goes on. If you love to shop, there's no judgment here, right? You're going to be able to shop more. If you love to go out to dinner, you can do that. If you love to give, you're going to be able to do that more. So money is just totally a vehicle to really support us in our life and add value to our life. But it starts and ends with us, right? We can have a lot of money in the bank account, but have a very bad relationship with money, and vice versa, right? I know people that are dead broke and they have such a great mindset around money. They really value the dollar of the dollar, and they of course want more, but they have good energy around money. And then I also know people that are super wealthy, but are so afraid to spend their money, right? So they hoard it. And then I know people that are wealthy and are so giving, and then vice versa on the other side, where people stay in that broke mindset. So it doesn't discriminate, right? You can have all the money in the world and still not have a really good money relationship. So this is really what we attack first when we're working together, because your relationship with money is one of the most powerful assets you have before any money comes into your bank account, because that energy around money will help attract more of it. Okay. And so really understanding, where did your money blocks come from, right? Because typically we continue to stay a prisoner of our past money stories, right? So if you grew up poor, then those relationships continue, right? That mindset continues if we're not careful, right? Maybe on the opposite end, you grew up very wealthy and you feel very guilty for that. So you're afraid to, have money, right? So no matter what your money stories are, your money blocks are, we really have to work through those. We get to work through those before we can even talk about sales strategy, right? And so understanding your past is the most important thing to do first. This is a lot of inner work, a lot of transformation, which is why I love supporting people with this, because going at this alone can be exhausting and not sexy and not fun. So typically when it isn't sexy, when it's not fun, we tend to avoid it, right? And so I love holding space for my clients to really work through this. And it is a process. This isn't going to happen overnight. But that awareness is so, so powerful, because once we can notice a pattern, right? So for example, a pattern could be that when you make money, you feel like you have to immediately spend it because you don't feel safe with it in your bank account, right? That could be a pattern. And once we notice that pattern, when money comes to you next time, we can already decide, okay, we're going to do 50% goes into your profit account, and then we're going to be able to have the other 50% go into your operating account, just as an example, right? We already have that new rule in place, if you will, of when this happens, this new behavior is going to happen, right? And so then we can rewrite the story for you for the future, because everything is a habit in our life, good habits and bad habits. And they got there over time with repetition, right? And so once we can notice the pattern, notice the habit, then we can rewrite that and continue to move forward in a different direction towards your most authentic self. So that way we can have better money habits, which yield better relationships with money. Right? Is this landing for you? Is this making sense? So again, this isn't the sexy stuff, but this is really what's holding you back from making more money in your life and in your business. Even if you don't have a business, think about your day job. When's the last time you asked for a raise, right? When's the last time you took all of your vacation time, right? Or not worked through your lunch break, right? All of these are truly money blocks. If we continue to not take our vacation time, work through our lunch break, not ask for a raise, that's punishing yourself, right? You deserve those things. They're there for a reason, right? And on the opposite side of, if you are your own business owner, your own boss, right? When's the last time you gave yourself a raise? This goes for you too, right? When's the last time you actually sat down and ate a meal and not worked through your lunch, right? And took your vacation time, right? So I see Kim says, I feel unsafe if I don't have money in the bank. Yes, that is so true. So then, since we recognize that, Kim, we can understand, okay, what amount would make you feel safe? Is it a certain dollar amount? And then let's work towards having that, because that alone will help you work through your money blocks, because it'll make you feel safe. Everyone in this world wants security, right? We want to wake up with a roof over our head, food in the fridge, money in the bank. These are basic necessities. And so they will make us feel safe. And when we feel safe, we feel more motivated to take calculated risk, right? Like moving to a different job, or reaching out to a new client, right? Or starting a new revenue stream or a new business, right? Once we feel that security, right, which is with our money blocks, then it really helps us be able to move forward and level up our life. So there is no beating yourself up through this, okay? We all have money blocks. I don't care who you are, where you came from, what's in your bank account, how you grew up. We all have money blocks because there's a lot of conditioning that happens in our world, right? Some we're aware of and some we're not. Some we were put in the situation, some we chose to be put in the situation, right? And so there's no shame through this, okay? I want you to really love yourself through this and be really excited to work through it because there's hope. There's so much hope. By you doing this work, there is so much hope for your future. And what really motivates me is that I'm rewriting the future for my daughter, for her kids, right? This is how we do create generational wealth, is by doing this inner work, by this transformation work. And that is like so inspiring when you start to think about that, because, you know, unfortunately, if you grew up a certain way, because myself included, I didn't grow up rich, right? We didn't have a lot of money. And so it wasn't necessarily their fault. It was generationally happening, right? And so we get to be the change agents with this information, right? And we get to break the chain and start a new chain reaction, which is so exciting. Mike said, new business on the deck. I love taking calculated risks. Yes, Mike, it is so powerful. And so once we have that security, it feels better to take those calculated risks because we feel safe, right? And when we feel safe, we're going to be able to expand much faster than when we're operating out of scarcity mindset. And it's real, right? Like if you have no money in your bank account and you're like, I'm going to start, a brick and mortar business and my rent is $4,000 a month, that may not be the best choice, right? And so we want to take calculated risk and make sure that you feel safe. Now there is a difference between, having fear because we've never done something and truly like a scarcity mindset, right? Like if you have $1 million in the bank account and you're afraid to spend $4,000 on rent, then we get to work on that, right? Because that definitely is a calculated risk. We can handle that, right? With those numbers in place. So the money mindset is first and most important. And this is ongoing work. It's just like health and fitness, right? You see those, lose 40 pounds really quickly, which is powerful, right? We can lose that 40 pounds, but guess what? It's a yo-yo diet and it's just going to come back, right? And I don't want that for anyone. The same is true about money, right? So with money mindset, this is a lifestyle choice, right? This is a lifestyle long-term. We're going to continue to work at this. And the most powerful part about this is that we can make money along the way. Right? So as you're working through your money mindset, your money blocks, all of those things, you can and should, because you deserve to, make money along the way. Right? And this is why I don't want you to have shame through this process, because that energy isn't good around money anyways, right? So if we have really good energy around this journey and we're excited to work through our money blocks, then that's going to help attract more money along your journey than beating yourself up, having a lot of shame, having stress around money, right? This is such a choice, right? Just like it is a choice to go into the gym and to eat good food and drink water and all of those things, right? And so how you break the chain is starting to become aware of your money blocks, okay? So how we can do this, it's very simple, okay? And this is very practical. I want you to go through your day today and operate as usual, okay? And I want you to see how you feel with money coming to you and you giving money away. And just check in with yourself. How does it feel? Are you afraid to spend money on groceries? Do you feel bad when people pay you money, right? And so money coming in and money coming out today, I want you to see how you feel. And this is the first step of breaking the chain, because we can decide how we feel, right? And it can be a choice right then. When you're at the grocery counter and your bill is way higher than you thought because you added more things into your cart, you can be like, yes, I'm so excited to swipe my card or hand cash over, right? It's a choice, right? So that's my practical tip for you today. There's so much more that we can do, but at least giving you one walk away, one small step is important to me. So that's what I want you to do today, is to really see and check in with yourself how you feel around money today.
I love it. Now, Nellie, can you, and I need somebody to put this in the chat, give us your contact information, like whether it's your Facebook page or your email or your website. Can you give us that information, please?
Yes, everything can be found on salesqueencoaching.com, and I hang out everywhere on Facebook and Instagram, so feel free to say hi to me as well.
So salesqueencoaching.com. Y'all write that down. Somebody put that in the chat. Now, Nellie, I love how you brought this in today, and I want everyone to hear this. You know, we go to sales, but notice where she started, at the mindset and identifying those money blocks. And the exercise that she shared today is outstanding. But seriously, it goes back to something I've been sharing with all of you for a while now. It's a mindset change. No matter what it is in your life, it's a mindset change. Thank you, Marianne, for putting that in there. If we can get the mind right, we can go on to the next thing. We are all talking about helping those who are food insecure. Well, we need money to do those things. We're talking about helping those who maybe find themselves homeless. We've been talking about having that startup business and what that looks like. For the past year, since we've been doing News in Motion, we have some element of business or philanthropy or something that we're talking about. Well, we want to give more, because many of you have said that the mindset has to change. We need to stop holding on to it and start letting it go. Sowing these seeds and investing in your life will make the biggest difference. Nellie, thank you so much for hanging out with me, girlfriend.
Anytime. We just scratched the surface, so I'm happy to come back so I don't leave anyone hanging. So thank you.
I would love that. I would love that. Have a great day, sister.
Bye.
Mwah. All right, y'all, check this out. For the win, and I was kind of put it out there already. Y'all, this drops on tomorrow. For the win, we want to talk about Sha'Carri Richardson. Yep, we want to talk about Sha'Carri. She is featured in a Beats by Dre ad that doubled as confirmation that Kanye West is dropping a new album on tomorrow. So she gets the win. Although she's not in Tokyo, she probably don't want to be anyway because everybody there getting sick with COVID. She has now teamed up with Kanye West for a new ad. Y'all check it out. It's on YouTube. Just put in Kanye West and Sha'Carri Richardson. Y'all, it is straight fire. It is absolutely amazing. It is absolutely amazing. All right, y'all, I want to give you this inspirational message. Now, what's interesting was I wasn't coming on here tomorrow because I've been taking off Fridays. But y'all, there's so much news I need to get to that I will be here tomorrow. So don't leave me here by myself tomorrow. I will be on tomorrow at our regular time at 7:25. But y'all, our inspirational message, and I need to grab my journal and my Bible to go through this. I'm still in the book of Daniel. I promise y'all I'll wrap this up quickly. Y'all, I'm in Daniel chapter 9. Now, this is where Daniel prays, okay? This is where Daniel prays. And I want you to see in chapter 9 how Daniel prayed. Now, Daniel prayed by confessing and talking about disobedience. Now, how many of us have actually started our prayers off talking about, God, let me confess, and I know I've been disobedient, and I know I've done wrong. Or you just sit there and have the conversation where you're sharing that you've been wrong. This is how Daniel prays. He sits there, his prayer is filled with how awesome God is and how horrible things are and what the things that people have done and all of the sins and all of the disobedience. That's how he prays, y'all. That's how he prays. Here's my question for you. When was the last time you prayed confessing your sins and disobedience to God? Ouch. I know you're probably like, this ain't the inspirational message. Yes, it is, because I'm going to get to the meat of it in a second. All right, now, can you imagine if we even had an ounce of our prayer to mirror Daniel's prayer, huh? Can we just imagine that? And how the world may shift if we would just pray like Daniel. Now, I love what verse 17 says in chapter 9. Verse 17 says, now, our God, hear the prayers and the petition of your servant. Servant is singular. He's talking about himself. He's saying, God, all these things are happening. He spends the first 1 through 16 verses talking about how everything's happening. And even in verse 15 talks about, oh Lord, hear, oh Lord, act, oh Lord, forgive, oh Lord, listen. He's pleading with God, please hear me. And then he talks about himself. This is your servant praying. Y'all, one person. Listen, this is what I believe God has shown me about the book of Daniel. It's a whole leadership piece. Are you willing to be the leader that God has called you to be? Are you willing to be that business owner that God has called you to be? Are you willing to be that friend that God has called you to be? Are you willing to be that husband or that wife that God has called you to be? Are you willing? Are you willing to take your prayers and your petitions before the Lord and give him the whole truth and nothing but the truth? Y'all, Daniel is a bad dude. He's a bad dude. He's on fire for the Lord. Remember, he has found favor with the commanders, with the officials, with the kings. He had found favor. But there's so much to unpack with what Daniel is saying and speaking and doing. Many of us have rested on chapter 1 about the Daniel fast. Okay. Some of us have rested on chapter 3 about the fiery furnace. Okay. Others have rested with Daniel in the lion's den. All the feel-good pieces of Daniel. But I want us to get to the root of Daniel to see what's really happening. Again, I don't know why God has left me in the book of Daniel. I don't know. But I do know something that's happening. The people that God is allowing me to bring on News in Motion, especially when they've already been coming in here the past couple of months. But y'all, to see the lineup for September, starting September the 1st, it's like, God, what are you doing? And when we go and invite people, we're telling people, hey, we want you to go check it out. We do this. We have a call to action. We talk politics. For most cases, we lean a little on the left side. In many cases, we're in the middle. We're moderate. Some of us can even vote for Republicans, for the GOP party. I tell people we have a call to action. I tell people, and I have an inspirational message, and I no longer hide behind, let me just make this sound good. No, I give scripture. We may pray. We may prophesy. There's no telling. And people are still coming. People are like, yep, I want to come. Yep, I want to sign up. Yes, I want to be there. And I'm sitting back going, God, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I'm just excited about it. Y'all, this is what I believe God is using me as the vessel in this season to speak to and to pray for and to uplift all of you. All of you. When I tell you that I have surrendered News in Motion, it's like, God, this is yours. Speak to me how you want to use me in this season. What type of news? One thing that he continued to show me, and if you have to go, I understand, just watch the replay because I know I'm over time. One thing that he continues to show me is that the news and politics is the framework, is the foundation of News in Motion. Voting, legislation, different bills, understanding the cloture rule, the filibuster, understanding the candidates, understanding how things connect when it comes to pork and bills, understanding the disenfranchised people, the marginalized people, understanding the votes of the candidates, just understanding all of that. That is the foundation of News in Motion. That will never go away. But the other thing God has really revealed to me is that the business aspect has to be introduced, and we have to go deeper. So you hear Sales Queen, you hear Nellie. I'm telling y'all, in 3 weeks, my mindset has shifted. And I am seeing things that I've never seen before because she starts with the sales with that whole money block piece. I hope y'all didn't miss that. I truly hope you did not miss that. I pray you did not miss that. We have to think about money differently. We do. We have to think about it differently. Y'all, as we're looking at COVID, and I want to say this before I go, and I will come on tomorrow. I really hope you join me tomorrow. Y'all, there's so much with COVID. When I told you briefly about the travel advisories, they're serious. Y'all should check them out. Again, this is not to make you afraid. This is not to fear you. I read you that write up from Fred Blankenship. Again, I'm in different groups with all of these different journalists. That message. There's clarity. We're bringing on a physician to talk deeper next week. I believe they're on Tuesday. A renowned physician who will be on next Tuesday. So if you have questions, what he has asked me to do, and Jakeithia is joining us as well. If you have questions, what they have asked me to do is to have you filter those questions into me. So you can just drop them in the inbox. Do not put them on the thread because we won't see them. Go to the News in Motion Facebook page and go to an inbox messenger on Facebook and drop us your question. We will get those questions to them by Monday, and they will be on Tuesday. Tuesday is going to be a special segment of News in Motion. We want to arm you and give you the information. Even if you are an anti-vaxxer or you don't believe in this vaccine or you've heard all these horrible things, even send us those questions so they can at least address them. They're going to be raw. They're going to be honest. But I thought it was important, y'all. There's so much information out here about this vaccine. Yeah, I told you I was sick 15 days after the second shot. People are saying that they are getting sick. Well, if you remember, and I don't know if Kenya's still on here, and I know she has some meetings today, but if you remember, it's just like the flu. Just because you get the vaccine does not mean you won't get the flu. I'm not saying coronavirus is like the flu. I'm talking about the similarities with, even though you get the vaccine for the flu, does not mean you won't get the flu. It just makes it different for you. What I shared with you about Fred, he still lost his taste and smell. So y'all, we just want to be armed with this information. Marion saying she missed Nellie, but she will watch the replay. Yeah, for all of you that's coming in, make sure you watch the replay. And for all of you who do watch the replay, thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I need a favor from all of you. For those of you who are still on here, I know I'm way over time. I need a favor. I want your help in bringing people here to tune in to News in Motion, whether it's on the Facebook page or on YouTube. So I need your help. So if everyone during this weekend would just start blanketing your page with, hey, this is what I watch in news. This is what we're doing. We would love for you to become a part of the family. Things are changing. But I have a clear vision of what's happening with News in Motion, and I'm excited about it. I'm absolutely excited about it. All right, y'all can go on and on. I have so much, but I will be here tomorrow. Again, I wasn't coming on here tomorrow because y'all know I've been taking off on Fridays, but there's some more, there's some important news I need to bring, and I will bring that on tomorrow. So come ready. Bring your mimosa if you need to. And our podcast will be back tomorrow as well. Y'all know what I say. Stay well, everyone. And remember, make some moves.